Long time ago, in a big kingdom in Africa, where people still practice the culture and beliefs of our forefathers, there lived an ancient family, the Ezeani family. They were known for their love and respect for the traditions and cultures of the land. In this family, there exists an heirloom that is transferred to every firstborn son and then transferred to the first grandson, and so on. They lived in peace and unity, and they always come together from time to time to hold meetings for the unity and progress of all the descendants of Ezani. Their progenitor of 10 generations ago, who gave the heirloom to his offsprings. The heirloom is a gong that whenever a meeting is to be held, the first son will bang on it, and everyone in that family will know that there is something important to be announced and are obliged to attend. Ezani instructed them that once they use the heirloom, which is a gong, to summon a meeting, even after he's dead, he will always be present in their meeting and will come with ndị ichie, ndị mbụ na ndị gboo to honor their meeting invitation and will always ensure the progress and unity. Ezeani family prospered and grew into the largest and wealthiest family in the kingdom. Ezedike was the one in possession of the gong. Soon, he got married and left for the city with his wife. He was a businessman while his wife sold foodstuffs close to their home and took care of their children. Ezedike and his family were doing well until one day things started to turn bad. Business was not going well anymore, and soon Ezedike's children began to fall sick, and everyone was worried. Nobody knew what the problem was. Ezedike's wife, Ojugo, started looking for solutions to their problems. She visited different prayer houses and herbal doctors, but nothing good came out of them. All this was due to Ezedike ignoring his traditional duties of appeasing the gods and uniting with his people. All the while, Ezedike was away on a business trip. When he heard of his child's predicament, he came back immediately and sought for medical help, which his wife turned down, saying that the prayer houses she's attending is offering prayers for her child, and that he should give her the money he was supposed to spend in the hospital for her to put in the altar to fasten the child's healing process. The husband was reluctant with this idea, nags and cold treatment from his wife and children. He gave up and handed everything to them, hoping the child will be healed after all. His wife said so, but his son died few months later. The couple grieved for their loss. After that time, things were never the same. The couple would always quarrel about one thing or the other. Ojugo would often find fault to call her husband names. So one day, she was going through their things when she came across the gong. She had seen it before, and she even asked her husband what it was, and he just told her that it's their family heirloom. Seeing it again spiked her curiosity. Then she began to think that her husband had never gone to any of the prayer houses that she had been going to. He would always prefer herbal doctors or hospitals. She then took the gong, hid it while she waited for him to ask her. Few months later, her second child became ill. She then took the child to church to seek prayers. There she told the minister of her husband's gong, and he told her to come with it in their next prayer section. Some days later, she took it to church, and the minister told her that her husband is using it for witchcraft purposes. She then confirmed her suspicions. The minister took the antique heirloom gong and the envelope of cash she had come with. He then told her to go, saying her son would recover as he is going to the mountain to fast and pray and destroy the powers of witchcraft residing in the gong. When Ezedike returned from his trip, he looked for the gong everywhere but could not find it. He asked his wife, but she kept mute. Ezedike was frustrated. He didn't know what to do. He doesn't take the gong out as it was heavy. So where can it be? He took a deep breath as it was getting difficult to breathe. He knows the consequences of losing the gong. He has been told by his father that the gong had the ability to call on the spirits of his ancestors, and when it's misplaced or in the possession of another, the spirits will get angry and unleash their wrath. Ojugo was elated to know that the cause of their problem had been known and dealt with, only for the second son to die. She cried, and amidst her grief, she told the children that their father has been the one responsible for the death of their siblings and that they should cut ties with him. From then on, Ojugo considered herself a widow even when her husband was still alive. Ezedike was so sad for what his wife had done. She not only accused him of wizardry, but also turned his children against him. With this, he went back to the village, and he soon became depressed and got seriously sick and died after. When Ojugo heard of this, words could not describe her joy, but she rejoiced too soon because she fell ill and no prayer house was able to save her. She suffered before she died. The remaining two children were scared for their lives. They don't know who to turn to. It might be any of their turn and they do not want to die. So they returned to their village and there they met their paternal uncle, who told them that their father was the one in possession of the gong before it got lost. And it's the spirits that are fighting against them. He then asked them if they knew where it was. Okenna, one of Ezedike's child, remembered his mother telling him of the gong and how she took it to the church for it to be destroyed. Their uncle then proffered a solution. A new gong is to be bought and sacrifices are to be made to appease the spirits. In a few days, everything was done and their uncle kept ownership of the gong. And for many years, Ezedike's children lived and prospered like their forefathers. The few morals of this story: 1. Never assume just because someone did not explain the details to you. 2. Do not allow outsiders to dictate what happens in your home. And 3. If you don't believe in something, it doesn't mean that you should destroy it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and share our videos and subscribe also. Bye.